My students will tell you that, as a rule, I'm very sympathetic to their, lack of interest in the class. Their, most of them were forced to take the class, and I understand that. However, there comes a point that there just has to be a comment made. And I came to that point yesterday. We had an activity, we had a class activity it was like the capstone event for weeks of work. It wasn't hard. It wasn't a hard activity, but it did have some steps that you had to follow. And it had some directions that needed to be followed. The instructions very clearly said, copy all this, paste it in the box, change the X's, put your numbers in, done. Some students were finished with this with half the class period to go. So it wasn't a particularly difficult assignment. It just was one where you were required to follow directions. But you can see not everyone did that. And this is not the only student. This is just one sample of the student work where they didn't follow the instructions. So why does this rant become the serious part of this video? Why am I so out of sorts over this? The answer is simple. Because if you can't follow simple instructions, and if you can't muster enough self-discipline to overcome your disinterest to follow a simple set of instructions like copy, paste, change the X's. If you can't do that, I don't know what you can do. I don't know what in society is available if you can't overcome your disinterest in something enough to put in 15, 20 minutes worth of effort on something that is a very important capstone activity in a learning segment, a project. There are no jobs where not following instructions works out. You have to be able to follow instructions. If you're cleaning up at a job site or you're working at a restaurant that puts French fries in a cardboard box, you have to follow instructions. There are no jobs. There is no way to be a productive part of society if you can't read or listen to directions and follow them. If you can't overcome your disinterest enough to follow a simple set of instructions, I don't know what you can do in society. You have to push through things. There are things that we don't want to do. There are things that we put off and we procrastinate and we don't want to do. But at the end of the day, there are things you've got to push through and do. So that's it. That's a very serious rant. So